Hello, this is Professor Grant Thrall. This video is assignment 5 for GEO 3162C. You may use a database of your choice. I am making available a database of single-family dwellings in Alachua County that you at your discretion can choose to use. We would like to have more than 100 observations, and those observations must have latitude, longitude coordinates and some attribute that makes sense to calculate an average of. Then we want you to view the database in Excel and then add an empty column of random numbers. And this is what I have done. And I am having a data layer of all the property parcels in Alachua County. You can obtain that parcel data layer from the home page of our class. I have then performed a series of selects. Select by condition. Among the conditions that I've used are, I want only qualified sales. I want to estimate what the average price of sale is per square foot. I am concerned only with qualified sales, and let's say in the last 5 years. So I want only single-family dwelling. So I'm going to choose property use code equal 100. Again, that was described in another video. So I've got only qualified sales of single-family dwellings, and also I have decided that I want only single-family dwellings over 2,200 square feet. With these conditions fulfilled, then I have my data view, file, save as, and I'm going to save as an XLS file. Deleted fields that I'm not interested in. I have added a field of random numbers. How do you find out how to calculate a random number? Some students have written to me and said, I don't know how to use Excel. Well, Excel is a good class to take in a community college. Insert function, and we can calculate averages and so forth, and also random numbers. So RAND, open bracket, close bracket, returns a random number greater than 0 or less than 1. So we just put that into the column here. What I have subsequently done is that I've multiplied the result by 10,000, and then I have formatted the column to be an integer. So while these decimals are still here, I see this rounded off, and then I've sorted in terms of the random number. Then I've also added in another dollars per square foot. So I've taken the sales amount and I've divided by the square foot, and I have this value here. And I've copied and pasted value, paste special, and I have pasted as values in this column. So I no longer have the formula either in my square foot calculation or in my random number calculation. I have preserved from the data file that I have created for you the latitude and longitude coordinates. So we can bring this right into Mampitude if we so choose, and plot out the value. Let's go back to view the above database in Excel. Create an empty column. In that column, create a column of random numbers, and I have done all that. Sort the database by the column random number functions, and I have done that. Calculate the arithmetic mean of the first 25 observations and then the second 25 observations. So we can do that in a variety of ways. One is I'll have a column here that I'll call average, and my first average will be, I want to calculate the average of square foot, average H2, calculate my first average, which is the average of H2 through H26. And I need to put an equal sign in front of average to get a value. So it says 130. And now let's calculate the average of H27 through H, so it would be equals, and that's 128. So note that we're getting different values. So my first calculation of average is H2 through H26, and that's for my dollars per square foot. And then my second calculation of average is for the next 25, H27 through 51, and note that I get different values. And that's what I want you to experience with this exercise, is that even though we are dealing with numbers that are randomly arranged, we could even look at this. Look, these are all averages. For example, this one is average of H100 through H124, and they're all different. So these can represent a random sample, whereas the population is going to be an average of H2 down to H2892. Average of H2 through H2892. And so this then becomes the average for the entire population, given the constraints that I have, which is roughly 127.17. The sample is the first random sample of 25 gives us a value of 130. Other, for the entire population, gives us a value of 127. The next step is, without performing a statistical test, what's your impression?